Hello, Commissioner. Thank you for joining us here at the Money Channel.
Thank you for the invitation. I am ready.
First of all, I'd like to ask you, what's the reason for such a low absorption rate of Romania, in your opinion, and what's your message for Romanians?
Romania has started in 2007. The other countries have started in 2004, and this is initial period for Romania. I remember Poland, Slovakia, Czech Republic with some problems at the beginning. So it might be the starting period or transition period question, but I think there are some other obstacles as to the procurement law, and these are now under discussion between Brussels and Bucharest in a positive way. Believe me, for the European Commission, what is essential is that the country which was rewarded with the envelope of money is consuming. This is really what is essential and contributing to growth and jobs. So I do believe that the missions of the Commission are coming in a good spirit to improve. If there is something not working, to improve, because we need good message from Romania.
You mentioned earlier that the absorption funds are not charity. Do we fully understand this? Do we Romanians fully understand this?
For me, this is an essential thing. We are starting now discussion over the future, 2014-20. Important for the countries from behind the Iron Curtain catching up. After the war, there was a Marshall Plan for Western Europe, helping in reconstruction after the war. We need that sort of funding, helping us to close the gap with the western part of Europe. Therefore, we should see the cohesion policy as the policy for competitiveness, for growth and jobs, and not as a charity for poor cousins from the East. And I am defending that concept. Therefore, I am also in favor, and this is in our plan, building of safety net, for example, for the countries that are no longer eligible regions like Eastern Germany, part of France, Greece, part of Italy or Portugal and Spain. They should be promised a sort of safety net in cohesion, although they are no longer eligible for the highest intensity of assistance. Romania is and will be qualified for this highest intensity. The only question is to consume, to absorb.
This is my next question. How will a low absorption rate affect the next allocations that are going to be made starting 2014?
This is not helping much, because this is fueling Eurosceptics, enemies of budget, those who would like to cut, especially to cut cohesion, demonstrating that on one hand, for example, Greece was assisted with a lot of cohesion and now asking for rescue package. On the other hand, they could show, let us see at the case of Romania or Bulgaria, they have national envelopes as a solidarity of Europe, but they are not consuming. So this is not helping me in the discussion. However, this is not the major problem. The major problem is really in the south of Europe, and the need for rescue to the countries which were really assisted with cohesion policy. So the major problem now is in the Mediterranean area, and your envelopes for the future are built on the basis of huge territory, demography, and rather positive GDP growth forecast. These are the major parameters for Romania, and like I say, not disclosing too much, that the future envelope for Romania should be bigger than 2007-2013.
Before moving to the next budget of the European Commission, I'd like to ask you, yesterday the President of Romania said that the low absorption rate of Romania is a result of corruption process and lack of competence. In your opinion, it is more corruption or more lack of competence?
I think we have problems in eastern part of European continent with the quality of administration. That was not the best quality. This is not the Scandinavian quality. I remember the Polish problems at the beginning of this century. We, the post-socialist countries, we have inherited the the administration of lower quality than you can find in Sweden and Denmark and in Germany. That is the quality of civil servant. Civil servant that is somebody reliable, competent, and who is able to do his job, whatever the politicians are on the top in the ministry. This is the quality of civil servants, and all the countries from behind the Iron Curtain are still improving, but they're not perfect.
Do you expect a miracle in terms of absorption from the new minister that has just been created?
I am happy to see Mr. Orban. I know him. He's knowledgeable with experience. He knows how Brussels is functioning, what are the problems here at home in Romania. But he cannot be blamed if, for example, there is no miraculous improvement this year, because it needs, the process needs time. Therefore, I would like to give him a credit of confidence to strengthen his, what is important is also his political power and reinforcement to do the things he thinks are needed in Romania, and he's really conscious what is missing, where are the bottlenecks, weak points. Good to see him as a minister of the Romanian government.
Let's move now to the European Commission budget. Some of the largest net contributors say that it's excessive. What's your opinion?